right, you guys? So, come on, girl. Look at her clawing me. This is Sweet Pea. She's a sweetie. Luna. Once again, yeah, we're going to call her Luna. But this is the baby. Adoption process went really well. Here go, Lacey. You can go back with your brother or your owner. Give me a second. Fourth time, you guys. So you guys seen Luna. We're going to call her Luna. She came to us named Sweet Pea. But my son, he's stuck on Luna. Let me talk about the process. I must say, if you're looking for a dog, please go to a shelter. These dogs need our help. They need a family that's going to love them and take care of them. Give them a warm home. I originally I wanted to adopt, but my whole thinking was there's not a lot of smaller dogs in these places. There's a lot of pit bulls, not Rottweilers, but a lot of pit bulls. And my apartment complex won't have that. And the other one was that a lot of the dogs are big size. And I'm like, there is a weight limit for that. Now, you guys may say, but your dog is a big dog. Last time we took her to the vet, she was 70 pounds. And I think our limit here is 50. But mine, she is listed as a emotional support dog. After my husband passed, I deal with depression. My son deals with depression too. But we just had a hard time, so that's what we got her for. So I don't pay for her because she's my emotional support dog. And look into that. If you are wanting a pet, but your apartment does not allow pets, sometimes you can get away with it. There's a such thing as, sometimes you may need a medical something from the doctor. Like my son has one. I said, you know what? I can either get a paperwork for me or my son, and his therapist at the time wrote him that it's good for him to have something to keep him occupied and, keep him afloat. So I don't pay for my dog, but this one is more of a pet. It's not an emotional support dog, so we will have to pay for her. We just got her yesterday. Today's Thursday night. So we started, this is our first time ever walking into a shelter was on Sunday after we went to the Redskins training camp. And my son, when we were at the training camp, he said, Mom, can we go to the shelters? And there's some of them that's still open right now. Can we go? So I was like, yeah, we went to like 2 or 3 of them. And we seen a dog that we did like at one of the shelters, but she had an application pending for her, so that was a no-go, they said. I guess once you have an application pending, that means that person wants you. But she was on hold because at that particular shelter, I forgot which one it was called, you fill out an application and then you come back or make an appointment to have like an interaction day, see how you guys do with her on site. And then if you have like any animals, you bring your other animals in to see how they interact with each other before you take the dog home. Now, my whole thing was, I was kind of scared because I'm like, Lacey, she's not going to bite her, but she barks. So I'm like, man, in the back of my mind, I'm like, this is not going to work. If we have to go through all of that, it's not going to work for us. But anyways, I digress. Sunday we seen a lot of dogs. And I almost broke down crying. I felt so hurt because all of these dogs are in there needing a home, and I knew I wouldn't mind adopting. I never had an issue with adopting, but my thing was there's not going to be a lot of small dogs and there's not going to be a lot of young dogs. That was my thinking, because every single time I used to go on these websites, all the small dogs are gone. There's some small, but they're old dogs, like past Lacey's years, like 9, 10, 11, 12 years old. And I'm like, I can't get a dog that's going to croak on me soon. I want something that's going to be upbeat, something that my son can grow with. We had Lacey for 5 years now. So my saying is keep looking. Like everybody else that can, is keep looking, don't give up. So we didn't. Wednesday came along, and he's like, Mom, can we go look back at the shelters again and see? I'm like, yeah, Jamez, okay. So we ended up going here. I looked on the website and I came across Sweet Pea. And I was like, oh, I don't think she was there before. I didn't remember seeing her. So I was like, okay, all right. So we went in, and I was like, the process. I was like, can we see Sweet Pea? Oh, sure. Fill out this questionnaire. I'm like, okay. I filled out the questionnaire, gave her the paperwork, or gave her the front desk person the paperwork. They said, okay, let's bring you back to a room so you can meet her. So when they took me and my son into the room, they brought Sweet Pea in, and the lady just went over the information about where Luna, that's what we're going to be calling her, where she came from. She came from Mississippi. She was found there as a stray. She was born June 20-something of 2017. So she's a little bit over a year old. So she's still like a baby. They call her an adult because she's over a year. What else? And this let us know like what her issues are. She doesn't have many issues, but because of like all of the stress and so forth, her poop, she was having an issue with pooping and sometimes having loose stool. So I was like, okay, that's no issues at all. Okay, I'm sorry, a message came up here. So yeah, that was it. And then the lady left the room, and we were in there for like 10 minutes on our own with her, just interacting. The lady came back, do you want her? I'm like, yeah, we definitely want her, because she fits what we wanted. We wanted a small dog and a young dog. And she didn't bark much either, which is good because I work from home, so I can't have a dog barking. So the lady said, well, how it works here is that if you want the dog, you adopt her right now. And I'm like, oh, really? I was like, I'm thinking in the back of my head, I'm like, I got Lacey. My whole thinking was we have to bring Lacey in to interact with her for them to see that she's a good fit. And I was like, that ain't gonna work. That was my thinking. But anyways, nope, that wasn't the case. All we had to do was pay for her. I'll turn this on. I don't know if you guys can see that. So adult dog adoption was $125, and then you do have to make sure they have a collar and a leash before you leave. So we pay $6.99 for the collar, $7.99 just for a standard leash, and then we pay $29.99 for a 3-in-1 harness, which the harness also helps if she's in the car, that we can tie her into the seatbelt. So altogether, that's $172.36. Now, did I have to buy that 3-in-1 harness? No, but all of the proceeds go back to the shelter. So I really didn't care. And just so you guys know how this is all being funded, from that overtime money I had left over, I took $250 out because I knew I was going to get my son a dog. I just didn't know when that was going to happen, when we were going to find something that we wanted. And we just took our time. with finding something that we both would like and that would be suitable for our household. So I transferred $250 out. So I got like a little bit over like $500 still left in that overtime funds that I have left, which is a good amount. And so between that and me going to Walmart getting her and Lacey some toys, because I didn't want Lacey to feel left out, that came up to $30. So there's $40 still left over. Yeah, there's $40 still left over. And that's going to be for like her heartworm shop or whatever, and the tick and flea thing. So that's going to be that. My next step is on Monday, I'm going to make sure I sign her up at the front desk at my apartment as a pet. I think there's like $150 deposit. So that's another thing. And then monthly rent, I think, is either $10 or $15 more per month. But we already know I pay a little bit more per month anyway, so that's not going to be an issue. What else? So that will still be within that $765 range. That's more. Luna is more of my son's dog. Lacey's my dog. You guys see her in these videos. She's always going under my bed, or she's sitting right here under my desk. But she's always in the room with me. She'll leave briefly sometimes and then scratch at my door to come back in. But yeah, I'm just here to say, if you guys are interested in an animal, cats, dogs, check out your local centers. Yes, I could have bought a dog from somewhere else where somebody was selling it, but when you go into these shelters, I never knew how. I didn't think I would get emotional, but I was just like, oh my goodness, all these little babies, they're so sweet. And what kind of gets me mad is that a lot of these apartment complexes, like here, we have a lot of apartment complexes, they do not like pit bulls. They have a bad reputation, and there were so many in there, and I'm like, the only people that could really have these pit bulls are people that own homes or rent out homes that the owners don't mind the people that's renting out to have them. So it's just so sad to see them, and they're so sweet, and they're just looking at you with these sad eyes, like, I want to get out of here, I want a family, and you can't adopt them. But at the same time, I'm happy that I have done my part. And we have Luna, and she's a good addition to the family. Lacey, I don't know, I'm pretty sure Lacey will eventually come around when she knows that she's not going anywhere. But Lacey, if Luna gets close to her food or water, she's barking. If Luna gets by her stuff, she starts barking at her. But she's setting her boundaries, like, this is my stuff, don't come by it. But I just wanted to talk with you guys about my experience. It was not bad at all. I thought it was going to be such a hassle. It wasn't. I can't speak for all places at all, obviously, but for some of the ones I did look up, they have like these strenuous criterias, and I was just like, wow. If I just knew that if I had to bring Lacey in to meet her, that the people would be like, she's trying to eat her, and she doesn't want to eat her, but she just barks. She's a big dog. She barks. But yeah, I'm happy for my son. I'm happy for me, and my son is homeschooling for one more year. And one of the reasons why he did not want to homeschool another year. 1 year was good, but I said one more year because he wanted a small dog. My thing was, we're going to get a new dog. You're going to have to train it. If the dog's barking while I'm at work because she can't be in the room with Lacey at the same time and be quiet, I'm going to lose my job. So he's going to homeschool one more year, get her all trained, and then he can go back to school for 8th grade. So that's the plan. So yes, you guys, I will talk with you guys later. Comment down below if you have any questions, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. But I just wanted to show you our addition to the family, and I'll talk to you guys later. All right, bye-bye.